Good evening. I'm Alex, and welcome to Homebrew, presented by Raven and Blade. Homebrew is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons live play that is featured on streaming sites like YouTube and Twitch, and now, using the lint from the pocket of a blind man, podcasts. Homebrew tells the tale of 5 emergent freelancers for hire: Gareth, the Battlemaster, the Elf Assassin Lee, Lux, the Gnome Wizard, Stranfiend, the Gnoll Druid, and the Dwarven Barbarian Thoradin, and their adventures through the lands of Alin Eden. We ended with a cliffhanger last episode, and this one starts right where we left off, on our way to the capital city of Cyranor in the kingdom of Delephran. The party is tasked with guarding the unknown contents of a crate in the cargo hold of the Tonn Boghe as it sails across the Wyrmheart. We hope you enjoy. Gareth and Lux are solidly asleep in their bunks. Thoradin's hanging out down with Saren down by the crate. Finney and Lee are on the main deck, when suddenly the ship comes to a sudden and abrupt stop. Like, it's moving and then it just stops. And I need everyone who is, let's see, first Thoradin, I need you to make a strength check, please. Or, I'm sorry, a strength saving throw. So you go flying forward and you hit the wall and you take a little bit of damage. You take 4 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I will take that off of your token. Lux, there's good and bad about you being asleep. You're asleep, so you're a little bit looser, and when the stop comes, you don't kind of fight against it, you just sort of go with it. So you take less damage. You take D4 bludgeoning damage instead of D6, but I rolled 4s on both of them, so you both took 4 points of damage, Gareth and Lux.
We didn't get any kind of save on that?
No, because you were
save for that.
You were asleep.
Okay.
So no, you just went flying off your bed and into the wall. And Finney and Lee up on the deck, I need you to both make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, whoops! I hit the wrong
Good.
button, apparently. Oh, that's acrobat. Oh, that goes. Never mind. The wrong thing.
Finney's up there doing
Oh, it's the big
cartwheels.
one. It's the big one. Sorry. Oh boy.
And actually, Lee, there's a separate box for your saving throws. It's actually labeled saving throws, and it has all 6 of your attribute or of your ability scores in it.
It's the top left corner.
Yes, I do see that.
Okay, that's the one you want to click.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A regular dexterity check is different than a dexterity saving throw.
Ah. That's better.
So, Finney, you were just happened to be standing in just sort of a weird position and were unable to catch yourself, and so you hit actually the center mast and take 4 points of damage, which I will take off. And Lee, you are successful. You fly forward, but you manage to sort of jump over the metal bars over top of the 2 holes going down into the hold, and you manage to land on the other side of them and stay on your feet and not hit anything hard. So you're actually good. You're the only one that didn't take any damage from that.
See that accidental acrobatics check I did? It's because I was doing some acrobatic stuff when the ship stopped, and I did not stop.
I was
You didn't
trying
do
to
well
teach
with those
her some
acrobatics
skills
either.
at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Everyone else on board also goes flying forward, hitting things when things are there to be hit. 2 of the crew members who are on the foredeck go flying over the railing and actually land in the water. And
You cut out. You said they went over the railing and what?
and went into the water, so they're overboard. and a cargo just sweeps forward. So right now, Thoradin, you're just in a tangle of barrels and crates, and you got the crate that you're guarding like up against your back. Everything is just a total wreck on the inside of the place. Lee and Finney, you start seeing around the ship, sort of in a circle, you start seeing what looks like something swimming underneath the surface of the water. Multiple things sort of leaving a wake as they're circling around the ship, and then they just start busting out of the water, and there are these kind of blue-green tinted humanoids with kind of like mer people, like if you can imagine creature with the lower half of a fish, the upper half of more of a humanoid, but these do not look human at all. They're like I said, blue-green skinned with like fins coming off of their arms, long fingers with nails. Most of them have long sort of harpoon-like spears, and they start advancing and attacking the ship and the crew members. I'm going to throw some out now. The location of these guys are all relative to the main deck, so some of them may actually overlap with like the upper decks, but it's all in relation to the main deck, which is this one, the one second from the right.
Should you throw the commoners overboard there then too, so we're on the same?
I did. These guys are in the water.
They're all the way out there. Okay.
These guys are actually in the hold. They were inside this room, so they just hit the wall.
Yeah, the ones from the tippy top. Okay.
Yeah, the tippy top guys went flying over.
But shouldn't they be in front of the main ship if they went flying straight forward, so that we have them in relation?
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yes. Doink.
Beautifully done. On the poop deck, the Tonn would have fallen into the helm there, right? I mean the the steering wheel.
Yeah, he went into the wheel. Yeah, that was a good point.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so he slammed into the wheel portion. Get these
Now,
guys
are
out. 1,
these
2,
creatures
3,
anything
4,
I would have
5,
seen
6. Yes,
in
you
the
would.
models?
Let me get these out, and then we will.
How come some of them are tiny and one of them is real big?
Because one of them is real big.
Oh crap!
Somebody talked really nice into that one.
The Queen CB.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Turn into a giant dolphin and poke it. I don't suppose talking to them would be useful at this point.
Did you hear that, guys? I'm DM sexy.
I heard that.
I've been saying for years.
It's so cute. I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Love it.
Someone else's mouth, because social distancing.
Hey, as long as you throw up in someone's mouth from 6 feet away, it's fine.
Right?
You're wrong.
What? No, that's social distancing 6 feet away.
Yeah.
It just requires a balcony and good aim.
Or it's like the projectile vomiting from what we do in the shadows.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Lux, you're changed to 19.
It
Lee,
doesn't matter, yeah.
Lee, you rolled a 17, so you're good. Thoradin, your first roll was a 7. I'll let you keep the 14 because I'm a giving DM. Gareth, you got an 11. Finney, you got a 9. They got that. And then for the general ship people, we'll just roll for Peria. So there are numerous more human-sized of these merfolk, but the larger one, which is filling up a 10 by 10 square, kind of looks similar except a bit more monstrous. It has a less sort of humanoid features and more monstrous features on his face, but he's still kind of that top half is basically a chest with 2 arms and a head, but the bottom half is all fish and fins, and he's holding this massive harpoon, and he, in some guttural sort of weird language, gestures towards the ship, and it sends all of the other merfolk just flowing towards the ship, beginning to start trying to climb up the sides, trying to get on board. And he also throws his harpoon.
That's a lot of dice.
throwing it at one of the sailors towards the rear of the main deck, but the harpoon misses, and the rope, it goes flying past, and it's attached to a rope, and it starts pulling it back, and everything just starts going crazy. The dance music starts. You don't even know where that came from.
After that roll, I thought he was going to yell like Yahtzee or something.
Yahtzee! The big guy went, and now it is Finney's turn.
The guy went.
Oh wait, no, this is backwards actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry. These guys should have gone first. So everyone starts heading towards the ship, crawling up the sides. You are actually in the water. This one goes over there and attacks that guy. You just hear these splashes and screams coming from the water down below as a guy is getting chewed up down there in the water. And Lux.
All right, so I'm below deck.
Yep.
Is there windows or anything where I'm at?
No, there's a porthole. We'll say that there's a porthole.
So can I see
Right
what's
there.
attacking us out there? Like, do I know? Because it appears
So
that
Heidi
this
might-
monster is right there.
In line
When
with
when
you.
I see a creature, I don't need.
Yeah, so you look out, and suddenly this scaly blue-green creature crawling up just blacks out the window for a second as his body moves past, and you see the fishtail coming up from behind and all the water coming off of it.
Can I like would I be able to cast a spell out that porthole at it?
The things you can target are all bound by the rules on how to target things, and one of those rules is you cannot target someone behind total cover. To target something, you must have a clear path to it, so it can't be behind total cover. If you place an area of effect at a point that you can't see and an obstruction, such as a wall, is between you and that point, the point of origin comes into being on the near side of that obstruction. So it seems like if it's a targeted spell, you cannot cast through because the glass counts as cover. But if it's an area of effect type spell, then you can. Jeremy Crawford confirmed that spells will not go through transparent obstacles because spells require a connection between caster and target.
All right, so that kind of makes my.
Where if you open the porthole?
There's always that.
That seems like a reasonable thing to do.
Yes, I would allow that.
All right.
Seems pretty nice.
I feel like casting anything with fire is probably a bad idea
On a boat, yeah.
on a boat.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna go with
You have
one
an
of
ice
those.
spell.
Actually, so I'm gonna cast Chill Touch at it.
Okay.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range, making a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the Chill of the Grave. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target. We will cast that. Is that a success?
All right. So your ranged attack was a 17. So he took 5 points of necrotic damage. All right. So 5
And I'm
points to
gonna
this
duck
guy.
back in and start heading towards the. Or did that action count as my movement?
Movement is separate, as long as you don't
All right,
dash.
so I'm gonna come out here and then hopefully Gareth wakes up.
Okay, you can move whatever your movement is, which is 25. So you
Yeah,
can move.
I'm waiting for Gareth too. I don't want to leave him down here, making sure he's okay. Maybe
Are you
yell
gonna
in
go?
there.
Are you gonna go into his room?
No, I'll yell for him. He might be, servicing himself.
I'm
this
getting ready
time.
to run up there.
Servicing himself.
So I yell for Gareth and then I guess run out the room. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right.
I'm not upstairs though.
The captain recovers, kind of pulls herself off of the railing, starts yelling orders. Fan starts ringing a bell that's next to the wheel. Everyone's trying to see exactly what stopped the ship. People are running out from the interior rooms. Morgania is coming up. Actually, she's already up, so she's coming over to the edge. Sailors are all coming out from all corners of the place. Saren just looks at Thoradin
The seaman's coming out.
the seaman's coming out
The seamen are coming out.
slowly at first, but then more rapidly. Then it is Lee's turn.
All right. So since this was happening while I was on duty, what weapon was it? My short bow with me, just in case some shit went down.
That makes sense.
So I am going to aim at my short bow at the nearest merman to me, which looks like it's like 10 feet away.
All right.
So I'm going to shoot at it with my short bow.
This one here?
Yes.
All right, got it. Nice. Now you don't get sneak attack damage because, so with sneak attack damage, if you ever have an ally that's within 5 feet of something that you're shooting at, you can apply your sneak attack damage, which is nice. Or if you ever attack something that's unaware or surprised. In this instance, it's totally aware and there's no one else near it, so you get regular damage, which is still 9 points, which is a lot. So this arrow just screams down into this guy's shoulder, and it is hurting. So you probably move to here to do that. You have another, your movement is 35, so you still have another 25 feet of movement you can do, or do you want to stay there?
I'm looking at my list of things.
It should be arranged in they're like actions that are like full actions, and then
I'm deciding what I want to do.
It should be nicely organized. That's one thing I like about D&D Beyond.
Yeah. I'm gonna take aim again at this same merperson.
Oh, you don't want me to use my radio voice.
No,
What?
I don't want you to use your fake voice.
Hey, this is Alex Carmichael live at D&D Beyond.
Stop it. Stop it.
So I'm gonna shoot that same merperson again.
Can you do a second attack in the same round?
Oh, not with the same one. Am I close enough to take an attack of opportunity? Oh, no, that's a reaction.
That's a reaction, yeah. That's if something moves away from 5 feet of you, then you can do that. But he is scrambling up the side. Now he's even he's looking right in your eyes. He sees you. He knows you're the one that just shot him.
Disengage. According to this, I can take a bonus action on each of my turns to dash, disengage, or hide.
Perfect. Yeah, you can use that then.
So I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, where would you like to move to?
I'm gonna move further down the ship.
You can
nearer
move.
to the city, but
You can
I'm
move
heading
4
down.
squares. Wait, 5 squares. You can move 5 squares.
1, 2. I'm gonna move 4 squares down from where I am to where there's looks like an unarmed mer person. So I'm gonna try and get them next.
Go for it. Perfect.
All right.
All right, and is that it for you?
Yes.
All right, Thoradin, you're in this awkward pile with Saren where it's like a 69. Somehow your face is in his crotch and it's really awkward, and neither one of you are very comfortable with the whole situation.
So, I stand up and quickly try to make room around me by pushing stuff out of my way.
All right.
I want to get to my feet. It's kind of do more than just right myself and get to my feet.
Standing would be your action, and then you would still have a movement on top of that. Well, actually, it might be the other way around. I think standing up, Jacob, confirm if I'm wrong. Standing up is your move action, and then you can do something else once you're standing, other than moving, unless you take a dash action.
Being unprone.
Sounds right, but I'm not sure.
I think that's right. So standing up would be your move action, and then for your main action, you could use dash, which would give you an additional whatever your normal movement is.
So first thing I want, once I get on my feet, I want that we're guarding to make sure it was not damaged or cracked open or anything like that has happened.
It is cracked open, and inside of it you can see what looks like
A female dwarf.
a female dwarf, which is your grandmother. No.
I hate her. Her beard's bigger than mine.
It's a ceramic jug about maybe 3.5 feet, about 3 feet tall. Maybe 2 feet tall. About 2 feet tall, with open sides, and it has sort of a glass interior. So it's like if someone took a glass, we'll just say a cylinder, and then had ceramic around it, but you could still see through the 4 sides, so it was open-sided. and you can see through the glass into the center, and suspended in the middle of what looks like water or some other clear liquid is a bit of metal about 4 inches long, just sort of floating in this liquid substance.
Curious.
And it
looks like standing up takes half of your movement.
Okay, that's good. So then you could still have half movement, and then you still have an action for dash. And the air, it's weird. This thing, it's not physically vibrating, but you feel sort of in your chest kind of a vibration, like if you were leaning up against an AC unit that was turned on or something. You just in your body, and you get the sense that it's emanating from this thing, this container, this vibration that's sort of hitting you in. It's a very primal coming out from the middle of you sort of vibration feeling. It's really weird and a little disconcerting.
I think we need to ask this guy if he knows what's going on here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Is I want him to tell me if this is safe. Is this thing stable and safe, or now that it's broken open, is it in danger of breaking?
What the fuck is it?
He's sort of pulling it, extricating himself from all the stuff that was on top of him too, and he looks over and he's like, oh my god, the crate broke open. I actually just said the word broked. The crate broke open. And make an insight check for me. Thoradin is judging the reaction of Saren right now.
Okay.
Judging by the look on his face, he's never seen the contents of this box. He doesn't know what was in it. You guys have been in here for, a day, a little over a day. So you've had a chance to chat with him a little bit. He didn't know what the contents were. He just knew that, his job was just to get it to Cyranor. So he looks just as shocked as you are. He has no idea what this thing is.
What it is. All right.
But it looks undamaged. The crate is cracked open, but the item itself, there's a bunch of padding and stuff shoved in with it, sawdust and whatnot, but it looks undamaged.
Packing peanuts, those get every.
Yeah.
That's how you degrade.
I cast acetone and they dissolve.
It's full of glitter.
No.
That gets everywhere. Come on. So I will use the rest of my turn to make sure to secure the box as best as I can, even though it's damaged, to make sure it's not halfway leaning or rocking, put it and slide it into a more secure corner of the ship.
All right.
And start to kind of make room, move stuff out of the way so that I'm not worried about a barrel now rolling in and smashing the rest of the box. I'm trying to stabilize the room.
What corner do you want to put it into?
I would say let's try to put it, right down in there.
All right. Done.
And I just want to make sure, so this part of the boat, obviously, I think is underwater.
Well, you don't yet know that the ship is under attack.
Right, okay.
All you know is that the ship suddenly stopped.
I think I'm on the Titanic.
Yeah, so either you're going to just hold fast and wait for someone to come to you with information. As far as you know, you might think, the ship just went aground, for some reason. What did it run into?
So when the big guy up top screamed, I'm still deep enough in the ship, I wouldn't have heard that.
I don't think there are 1-2 floors between you and him. Make a perception check with disadvantage. No, you did not hear the captain call out.
Yep.
So as far as you know, the ship just ran aground for some reason.
Iceberg dead ahead.
I put one arm in the air and I shake my fist and say, "Cursed! I hate seafaring."
All right, Gareth.
All right, I'm
this.
going to try to get upstairs.
All right.
So that's going to be out here.
I haven't seen you move yet, so I'm waiting for that.
Okay. 5, 6. So the top of the stairs would be where on the next deck?
It would actually the stairs go up the other direction, so you would end up about there on the main deck.
Okay.
I'm right behind you. I'm not there yet.
So you just push past Lux and the other sailors.
Coming through.
You're like George Costanza getting out of the kitchen, just pushing over the old ladies and...
And then... Okay, so that's my entire movement, but it looks like I'd probably get a shot off with my crossbow.
They are all lower than where you can see, other than the big guy off to the starboard side. Is that starboard, the right? Oh, sweet, I got it right. The starboard side, you can see this large humanoid mer creature coming up out of the water, yoinking back this big old harpoon that he had just thrown. So you have a visual of him.
Figure I'd probably try to get an attack off on him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to hit him with my crossbow.
All right.
That was probably not gonna do much.
Yeah, that bolt just went phew, and you got like 3 skips along the water before it sank.
How many skips did I get?
3. I just said 3. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't. I just heard skip. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the bolt shot missed, unfortunately.
All right. I guess that's my turn.
All right, Finny.
And I'm gonna scooch over to the side of the stairs a bit, so if other people want to come up, I'm not gonna be blocking them.
You kick him back downstairs. Mine.
So, question.
Yeah.
Is the big one still in the water?
Yes.
Okay. And can one cast Entangle?
Over the water, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes, it's called seaweed.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a fair argument.
Can you send the
Attached to anything.
Can you send the entangle spell info to Roll20? Perfect.
Nice.
It does say from the ground.
Ground. Yeah. So I didn't think so. All right. So I'm going to cast Big Baddie.
You blanked out. What were you going to cast? Oh, we see right now.
Beam.
Moonbeam. Ooh. Constitution save. A piece of opalescent feldspar. So that does... Can you send the info for Moonbeam in chat too, just so we can see it?
I can.
Thank you. Silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder until the spell ends. So it's a concentration. So I'm going to have to put something on the board for that. So let me find a spell effect that would be appropriate.
I can still throw my magic stones, but I can't do any other concentrating things, right? With this going on.
Correct. Any other concentration spells would interrupt your concentration of that one. We'll just throw that down. And it's a 5-foot right there on top of them. All right. Ghostly flames that cause searing pain, constitution saving throw. So let me go and do a con save for him. Save.
Throw with the pain.
There it goes. He got a 17. Your DC was 13, so he made his save.
No.
So he only took half damage, so half of 16 is 8. So he took 8 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, I like the little blood spurt animation.
Isn't that great?
It looks like strawberry jelly.
All right, so you hit him for 8 points of damage with the moonbeam.
So I do that, and then... So that's going to stay on, right? And continue damaging
Yep.
as time goes on? Okay.
Correct.
I use my motion because one of my drugs is that family and crew are above all. So I'm going towards the front of the boat to see the sailors overboard.
So you're on the upper deck?
I'm on the upper level. Do you want me to stay in this graphic, this part of the graphic, though, so you know whereabouts I am? Or do you want me to move over to the...
Move over, as long as you're on ship. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm. Is one of them chum? Is this one already?
The one to the left has already been
There's
basically
nothing left.
taken. There's like red on the water, but you don't even see him anymore. The other one is trying to scramble towards the ship, while one of the merfolk are kind of making a beeline for him. All right, is that it for you?
I believe it is. Do I need to hit a button?
Hit a butt? Yeah, you can hit a butt.
You can hit a butt if you want.
All right. Bend over.
All right, next round. So this guy right next to you, Lee, gets up to your level, and he is able to swipe at you with his spear. Oh, he crit.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, dang.
So that is 7 points of damage. So stabs out and catches you with the point of a spear, right in the side, cuts open a big gouge. This one climbs all the way up to the top, so he's on deck now. This one is also on deck, so he comes up, and we'll just do a quick attack roll for him, see how this, see what happens with this guy. Misses totally, so he's, that sailor, she's still alive. This one makes it up to Organia. We'll see how this little interaction goes. Also, she's all right. So these merfolk start climbing over the edges of the upper deck.
Are they like walking on their fins then, as though their fins are feet, or are they kind of flopping towards us because they're merfolk?
Do you remember how the Medusa moved in Clash of the Titans? Sort of raised up on their rear sections, kind of like a snake.
So it's snack-like.
It's very snack-like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of, when they were moving forward, they kind of pull themselves along with their hands to help them, but when they're in a position, they raise up on their tail part, and so they can use their arms.
Move very fast once they're on land then.
Their movement is actually very slow. Yeah, that's a good observation. They do not seem quite as mobile on land.
All right. Please continue with your
actual
turn. Sorry, I was curious as to how they were.
Oh, you're all right.
Quote unquote walking.
All right, Lux, it's your turn.
So I'm still below deck, correct?
By the way, just to interrupt, we're now over our 3 hours. Is everyone still okay to keep going?
I mean, we've really only been playing for 1 hour.
Closer to an hour 45, I would say.
I'm good to keep going.
I'm good.
I'm good.
The kids are still tied up downstairs. They're good.
All right.
You tied them up? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie, you still
It's
A-okay?
Velcro.
I can go for like this round, and then it's my dinner time.
We could also at some point take a dinner break and then continue to kill things. I'm okay with that too.
That's true.
That might be tricky for us because of kids' bedtime.
Yeah, the break would be a little longer.
Alex, you could roll for me.
I would rather you playing. I would rather you be
All right,
playing.
well let's finish this battle then and call it dinner time. How's that sound?
All right.
The battle's going to last for a while. As you can see, there are many combatants on the board.
Unless we get real
face.
genius. Let's play until she has to go eat.
And now, boys and girls, here is what you get when you join the Secret Squadron. This membership card with your very own Secret Squadron number, this official Secret Squadron manual, and this combination badge and decoder. Look, here's how the decoder works. I'll give you a 2-word clue, and the second word is in our secret code. The first word is watch. Now, here is the secret code word. Write down these numbers. 17, 3, 20. Now, set your secret decoder like this. For code A3. Then decode this important clue to next week's adventure. If you don't have your decoder badge, here's how you can get one for your very own. First, get a jar of the official Secret Squadron drink, delicious chocolate-flavored Ovaltine, the food drink for rocket power. Then cut out the wax paper disc that covers the Ovaltine jar. And send that disc with your name, your address, to me, Captain Midnight, Box P, Chicago 77, Illinois. That's all. Send no money. It's free to every boy and girl who joins the Secret Squadron. And when you receive your secret decoder badge, membership card with your very own Secret Squadron number, and 12-page manual, you will be a full-fledged member. Remember, get your Ovaltine, the food drink for rocket power. Hot or cold, it's got what it takes to help you be a leader in your gang. So every day, drink instant Ovaltine.
when this dead hand moves, the monster created by a man they called Mad is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria. To prey upon the innocence of children. This is the story you heard about, talked about. The spine-tingling, blood-chilling story that stunned your emotions. Frankenstein. Don't touch that!
Alright, so Lux.
Do I notice in my downstairs space, is there any netting? Is there a net in my downstairs space? I am still below the deck. Is there like a net or a...
It's not getting better.
It's not.
I feel like I missed something here. What did I miss?
They're all a bunch of pervy polys.
She said instead of below deck, she said
in my downstairs space. Below the deck.
Her downstairs.
Alex, is there a goddamn net anywhere?
Yes, there are lots of nets.
I would like to grab some net.
Okay.
And I have some net on me now.
All right. That'll have your movement.
That's fine.
Taking the moment to collect some netting, so you'll be able to move. We'll say 3 squares.
Okay. And I'm going to. So Gareth, are you up the steps yet?
I'm at the top of the steps, but I'm leaned out of the way so you can get past with your net.
Cast a spell and then run away.
It'll take you 2 squares to get up to Gareth's level, so you have 1 square of movement left after you cast a spell.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I think. Let me see what's going on over here. There is a giant mer thing. Shit's looking a bit sketchy above deck here.
And actually, the stairs go this direction, so honestly, you're probably on this square right now, and then you'll end up.
Put me right about here.
You will end up here when you're casting the spell, and then you can move 1 square from there to somewhere else. And why you're spouting green, I have no idea. Are you poisoned? What's up with you?
All right, so I am going to crossbow. Do I need more than 1 hand for the crossbow?
Is it a hand crossbow?
It's a crossbow light.
Light crossbow. Reloading, you need 2 hands, but shooting, you only need 1.
All right. Since I'm standing next to you, Gareth, I'm going to let you know that one of my goals is I'm going to shoot this fishy bastard right here. But I think if I can get up into the crow's nest and maybe drop net, or if we can throw net on some of these fishy people, that might entangle them a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm letting you know that I have this netting and sharing said netting with you. I'm not very strong, so someone else might be better to throw it.
I see the net that you got from your downstairs space.
I got my net from my downstairs space.
Why is it all goopy?
Why does it smell so fishy?
It's a fish net, bitch. Shut your mouth. Where are the stairs that go to the other downstairs space? To where
They're under these cages.
My back door.
Right here.
Yeah, these these lift open to the stairs on the other side of the ship.
The hatches, the back hatch.
I wanna, so I think I might give Gareth some net and then potentially see if Thoradin's okay, because we need to protect this thing. Or is that cowardly? Now I'm feeling it. Alright, so I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I can't move much after that anyhow, and I'm gonna fire my crossbow at this guy.
Alright.
I think that I'm hesitant to use anything fire-based on deck.
This guy, the guy on the opposite side looks injured.
Alright, yeah, but he's not about to kill anybody.
Well, it's the Knoll, who's one of the man-at-arms, so you might think that the man-at-arms, the Knoll might be able to take care of herself, while this one is just about dead. Organia, yeah, she's...
All right, so I'll fire the crossbow, the bolt at this one then. Crossbow.
Okay. Nope.
That didn't go well. I had my hands full.
That was a critical miss.
All right, that's
so let's see what happens. Ranged fumble. Ordinarily, you would have the wind knocked out of you. You would gain a level of exhaustion. Luckily, I only do these with the NPCs, not for the PCs. So.
All right, I am not going to come up above deck then, since I had the wind knocked out of me. I should have put more netting down then first.
That was like a single flight of stairs. You're just like, whew. All right.
I'm like 4 foot tall and my arms are full of netting, okay? All right, that's me, I guess.
That's you. Why is there a beeping?
Nope, somebody's backing up.
Lily's making pizza for her.
Backing up to the downstairs space.
All right, so some fighting is happening on the upper decks between the pilot and the captain and the merfolk that have climbed up to the top of there. The one surviving crew member who went into the water is trying to climb up, trying to come around the side so he can find some place where he can climb up. A lot of the sailors are just surrounding the ones that have come up on deck so far. Other ones are still trying to find out why the ship is stopped. So it's just mass chaos. Mass chaos. People running past Lux and Gareth on the stairs. They're running up to the top.
Rude.
How rude.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. And Lee, it's your turn.
So I am gonna whip out my daggers.
You're after.
Yeah, you're on a 14. Lee's on a 17.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna whip out my daggers.
All right.
Stab this jerk.
All right. We'll allow that. Definite hit. You got 20. You rolled a 15 plus 5, 6 points of damage to this guy.
All right, and then
so he is wounded.
Action, I have 2 weapons, so I'm gonna take my other dagger and I'm gonna stab him again.
All right, with the bonus action.
Yes.
Oh, you got even higher on that one. Another 4 points. So you just get this guy once in the midsection and then once in the upper ribs. He is not dead, but he is almost. He is barely holding on.
And that is my turn.
All right, Thoradin.
All right, I'm gonna tell this guy to come get me if anything else changes, and I'm gonna make a dash to get as far up what I get. I'm normally 25, so I can go 50, so that's 10 spaces, correct?
Correct.
Where would I come up on the next level? Like here?
You're coming out. Yeah, you'd be coming out about right there.
Okay.
And at this point, when you get to this part of the stairs, up above the stairs, you can hear all the fighting that's happening up on the main deck. There is something going down.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just going to then turn and face that direction, because what I need to come to here first to go up this direction, right? That's what the arrow's saying?
Yeah, the stairs go up that way, so you'd enter in and then go up.
So I'm ready to go right up next turn.
Yep.
I guess... And there's no more folk down here, so I just want to make sure that no one gets behind me.
Yeah, you don't see anyone on this deck as far as this main room goes.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right, and I'm not hearing any merfolk climbing through the portals, right?
You don't see anything scrambling through any of the portholes, no. All right, Gareth.
All right, so I see that it looks like a merfolk up here, but I think Organia can handle that. I'm kind of worried about the one that's down here by the commoners since they don't have any real protection. Is that on the same level that I am? Is it halfway up the stairs?
It's on the main deck, the same level that you are basically looking up on.
All right, so I'm going to come over here and hit that guy as hard as I can with my longsword.
All right. Oh my God!
And I believe that is what the kids call a natural 20.
That is a nat.
Nice.
You skewered.
Impressive.
Kebab.
Most impressive.
All right.
No, I think that's gonna be my turn. Is he dead?
No, he's even more healthy since
he got better.
Yeah, he got better.
I got better.
But of flesh wounds. We're just pythoning out all over.
I love it.
Okay.
So let's see. You did 11. How many points? 8, 19, 11, 14 points total.
Nice.
Whoa. Wow. Clean through, my friend.
Love it.
Nicely done.
Dead. What else you got?
Garrett's like, huh, you wanted a net.
I was gonna net big fish.
I think I'm going to. Where do I move? I'm going to kind of like just like move maybe a little bit away from the edge, so I'm more central. In case, depending on where I want to go next.
All right, so you're moving to there, and then that's going to be it for you?
I think that's going to be it.
Okay. Finny,
All right.
up on the top deck.
Now, I have an action and a movement that I'd like to do, but I'm going to throw a rope ladder down to this commoner.
Okay. That would be your action. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Whoa, that's
Ooh.
Hey! Hey, look at that!
Fiery blade in your free hand. What?
Yeah.
Scimitar. So this is concentration. So now the moonbeam has gone away.
I know, and I didn't see that until you. No. Rookie mistake. New druid.
But chances are he was going to move out of the effect anyway, so.
Yeah, but it stays there, and she could have moved it back to him.
All right, so melee attack, which you hit with 3d6 fire. You did 11 points of damage, and
Yay!
you just eat like as soon as he got up over the edge of that railing, you just came around, you invoked the flame blade, and just cut him in half, and he just goes tumbling right back down into the water in pieces.
This fish is on fire.
Yes!
Love it. Oh my gosh.
The big guy looks
Now
over.
free of the racking pain.
Yeah, and now holding his harpoon back again, and he starts coming up the side of the ship, and with his free hand, he hurls his harpoon up towards Finny,
That's a lot of dice.
and I think a 17 hits.
Yikes.
Well, this giant harpoon just comes up from below and slams into you. Wow.
13 points of damage, huh? It's
14.
time to become a creature. Okay, so I have 3 hit points left. I will be assuming a beast form in my next turn.
Oh my god.
And that was the end of that round.
This is very exciting,
So
my
you
friend.
said that the big guy has a harpoon and it's attached to something?
To a rope,
It's
yes.
me.
It's attached to a rope.
Yes.
Fireball
That's
his
what
fucking
these are.
rope. Or Finny, use your flame thing to
My
burn the rope or
scimitar,
something,
yeah.
because then he can't get his harpoon back.
Oh, I actually forgot about something. Finny,
What?
I need you to make a strength check to avoid being pulled into the water by this
He's
creature.
not in the water. He's not in the water. He's on the boat now. You
well,
said.
pulled towards him. He rolled very low. He only got a 9. Oh, you only got a 6.
No.
She beat that.
So you went flying over the side and are now in the
You
water.
said he climbed up.
He's starting to climb. He's on the
Yeah,
side of the
that's what you
boat.
said.
That is what I said. I said he was holding onto the boat, climbing up, and he threw the harpoon
get a really
with
badass
his
beast
free
water
hand.
Okay.
You're not dead. You're just in the water.
This is good for you.
You like
Become a
the
giant
water.
crocodile and eat him.
He just
Jellyfish.
helped you.
Bite his
It's
butt.
not. There are like.
Rope to bite his butt.
Sorry.
Butt bite. So is this where you would like to pause for food and various, and then we'll see if we can reconvene later? A couple of
This
hours.
is wrong to pause for the night, because I have an early bedtime tonight.
I understand.
So, this was fun.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we got to play for a
It's
while.
fun to fantasy stab things.
Yes, it
And
is.
you can do it without pants.
Yes.
Well, you did very well for your first game. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it.
I
Alright.
want to continue battling and things.
All right.
Me too.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yay!
Yay.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
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 Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.